Alright guys, come with me to replace the valve seals on this integra. Alright, first you'll want to pull the spark plug boots. Now that those are removed, start removing the valve cover nuts. Now remove hoses. Now we're going to remove all the valve cover washers. Now remove the valve cover. It may be a little stuck on, but it's not going to break. Put that to the side, and now we have to take out the cams. Before we do that, we have to take off the timing belt. Now we're going to take out spark plug number 1, and we're going to stick an extension in it and to make sure that the piston is at top dead center. Okay guys, this is a really helpful tip for when you're removing a lot of bolts from something and it matters what place they go in. Make a cardboard draw out like where the bolts go on a piece of cardboard and stick the bolts into those cardboard holes. It'll save so much time and confusion. Alright, now we have to take out everything that might be holding the cams in. Alright, you're going to want to be careful with these. Do not mess them up. And don't be like Whistling Diesel and do a durability test. They are not made to be dropped on the ground. Alright, next we're going to put rope into the cylinder and make sure the valves don't drop through. This may not fully be needed, but it's a good form of security. Now we're taking the spark plug out of the last cylinder so that we can measure whether it's at top dead center or not. To do this, we just put a socket extension in it, and then we can see what level it's at. Okay, now we bought this tool. I wouldn't recommend buying it. It didn't last. It barely lasted throughout the whole thing. Don't expect to be able to use it on future things, but basically what it's made to do is compress the valve spring so that you can get the retainers out. To do this, you screw it into the block with those 2 end bolts, and then there's 2 middle bolts. Now you do this one at a time, and they have a bigger bolt that you put in there, and it goes onto this little aluminum bowl thing, and it presses down the spring so that the retainers pop out. So look, we've just put the little cup thing in. Yeah. And it was a little hard to align, some Chinese crap, but it worked good enough to finish all 16. Yeah, that's true. Those are different stuff. And right there, it just popped out. Now what we did is we went to AutoZone. We got some of those magnet extender things they have by the front counter. They worked really well for this. So you just go in, get those out, and yeah. Now we're going to take it out to repeat on the other valve. And the valve seal is right in there. And that's what we're replacing. Alright, so we got this tool off Amazon that removes the valve seals. It seemed to work fine throughout the whole thing. All right, now we're gonna do the other one. I know it might not look like a lot, but you're gonna have to redo that whole process for each and every valve. All right, now that you have them all done, hopefully it'll be running right for you.